Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back for part 2 of the ORAS Doubles Road to Top 10. I am PokeaimMD, and today I'm going to be using a team that Paraplegic passed me that he built with Obi. It's based around, it's basically Deancey balance with Sub-Volcanion, which is pretty cool. Kind of functions like Heatran in the sense that it has that immunity, and it has some strong moves, man. But in any case, it looks like we have another opposing balance team with Shadow Tag, potentially Dragon Dance, Gyarados, what matches up pretty well. I definitely like H-Slash as a lead because H-Slash cannot be trapped by Gothitelle, so it has a bit of free reign versus his team. And I also definitely expect him to lead off with something that can beat that. So I actually expect maybe Rotom plus Gothitelle, Garchomp plus Gothitelle, basically something plus Gothitelle. So definitely want to lead off with H-Slash, and I feel like Deancey just gives me the best free reign versus that as well. Deancey also has Diamond Storm, and H-Slash does have, well, H-Slash did have Wide Guard, but we'll see. We do see the Gothitelle, and we do see a Ferrothorn lead, so not the worst leads for us. Is there honestly a point in Mega Evolve and Protect these things though? Well, Stuff Rock is actually viable, I think, in doubles because there's a lot more stuff going on, but I'm definitely going to go right for the Shadow Ball onto Gothitelle, and he's probably just going to Leech Seed and swap out Gothitelle, but he doesn't have a good switch into Shadow Ball. Like even Frengar, Clefairy, I mean, it doesn't take Flash Cannon after that. So I'm just going to Mega Evolve and Protect, get my speed, that way I can outspeed Gyarados, Rotom, Garchomp later. And unfortunately, I can't switch out Gothitelle anyway, so this isn't the best for me. Deancey anyway, because of Gothitelle. So like I can't switch it out due to Shadow Tag. I mean, I can attempt to, but like, look, I'll attempt to switch out, but obviously Shadow Tag. So we're going to Shadow Ball the Gothitelle, and we're just going to Protect. And if he swaps out his Gothitelle, that would be great. Alternative play was not Mega Evolving and going for the attack on it, but he goes for Thunder Wave with his Gothitelle. I'm assuming it's specially defensive as well, as yeah, it tanks that Shadow Ball extremely well, as he Leech Seeds into the H-Slash slot. So good play on my opponent's part, definitely some good plays on my opponent's part. I think I'm just going to Shadow Ball again into Gothitelle. They don't typically run Protect. And maybe Diamond Storm, hoping to get some sort of defense boost, and he doesn't have Gyro Ball, but there's no way that's happening. I'm losing Deancey right here, unfortunately. Scarf Kyurem fortunately wrecks him as well as HP Ice Zapdos, but I'm losing Deancey, which sucks. He does actually have Protect on his Gothitelle. I did not know that that was common at all. But then again, I'm used to Trick Room Gothitelle, as Gyro Ball is able to knock me out despite the defense. But now I can bring out my boy Volcanion, and Volcanion's had enough. I'm actually going to sub Volcanion because I don't want him going for the Thunder Wave on it. And yeah, I'll just Shadow Ball onto the Gothitelle slot and sub. I should be faster than the Gothitelle as well. Just can block a para. And I should be able to get off the Shadow Ball. I'm hoping to get off the Shadow Ball rather, as I am able to knock out the Gothitelle. That's great. I mean, it's not like I was going to switch out my Volcanion anyway. I obviously just brought it in, but that's sick for me. And right here, I can just go right for the Wide Guard and do I want to Steam Eruption? I think I want to Steam Eruption. I want to get rid of Clef though. No, I'm going to Wide Guard because I expect him to switch out Ferrothorn, fearing the fire move, into maybe Rotom, and I'm going to Steam Eruption into the Garchomp slot, maybe get a burn as he does go Rotom. I could have also Steam Eruption that slot, but basically I want to be able to block Earthquake and also just be able to potentially burn the Volcanion right there. So, or the Garchomp, excuse me, as we are able to get the burn on the Garchomp. Nice. So we're able to get a nice burn off on the Garchomp, and what I can do is actually swap out my H-Slash into Zapdos. I don't want to mess around with Paras, and I'm actually going to go for the Steam Eruption into the Rotom slot, because even though his Earthquake will be able to break my sub, I want to get rid of Rotom, which is something that Zapdos can't handle, and Zapdos literally beats the rest of his team with Volcanion, so I want to get rid of Rotom as quickly as possible. So he's going to Earthquake. Earthquake into Thunderbolt won't be able to kill Volcanion anyway, as I said, I will be able to get rid of the Rotom right here, assuming I hit. Wow, that does not pick up the KO. I kind of expect him just to go for the double target into Zapdos, but I'm going to Tailwind right here and protect my Volcanion. That way Volcanion will be able to outspeed his entire team, and Heat Wave will be able to pick off the Mons. Hopefully he does not flinch my Zapdos. I do expect him to double target it, though. That would be a very good play. Thankfully he does not flinch me, and what we can do now is pick up the nice KO with I could go for Heat Wave, but basically Heat Wave can miss, and I don't want to lose Volcanion for nothing. So I'm gonna go for Heat Wave anyway. But basically I can miss, and I don't want to miss, which is the thing. So I'll go for Heat Wave plus HP Ice. That way we get off the KO on Garchomp. Hopefully this Heat Wave does connect. It is accurate enough. Yes, we are able to connect. And we still do have 2 more turns of Tailwind. And I'm slowly getting back my leftovers recovery. And he does not appreciate Zapdos plus Volcanion at all. Like, nothing on his team is taking 2. Goes Gyarados, to be expected. I'm honestly expecting Gyarados to protect. So what I am going to do is actually save Volcanion. So I'll Thunderbolt into the Clef slot and Spore with my Amongus. I'm going to swap out to Amongus because he's probably also going to follow me with Clefairy, as he actually ends up Mega Evolving with his Gyarados. That way he can take Thunderbolts. He does follow me. The sooner I'm able to put this Clefairy to sleep, the sooner it can't follow me. So he's going to DD up. Yeah, I'll just Thunderbolt again into this and go for Spore onto the Clefairy slot, as he's going to protect with Gyarados. Doesn't matter because if he followed me that turn, I couldn't do anything anyway. So basically he did stall out my last turn of Tailwind, but we were able to get rid of the Clefairy. And what I can do now is Thunderbolt into the Tailwind up, and then go for Rage Powder, forcing him to attack me with his Gyarados as he goes for Waterfall, taking a bit of Rocky Helmet damage as well. And Tailwind is now going to be up, so my Amongus will be able to outspeed Clefairy, and I can just Thunderbolt into the Gyarados slot and just Giga Drain into Clef slot, as he does protect. So that doesn't matter anyway, because basically Amongus will be able to outspeed Clef with the Tailwind up, and I will be able to pick it off right there. Nice, nice, nice. And he's like double protect with his Gyarados to potentially win this game. But I do have Volcanion in the back as well for that Heat Wave. I did save it because Ferrothorn would be a bit of an issue. So we had a really rough start going into this game. I didn't think about... I knew Gothitelle was leading because Gothitelle ensured that something was trapped that he could get a solid switch to, no matter what. But man, I could just Thunderbolt. And Rage Powder doesn't necessarily work on... yeah, if I force it to attack me, then we're fine. And he actually just ends up forfeiting because there was no way he wins. Basically, he needs like double protects. Rage Powder doesn't affect Pharaoh. If I'm pretty... Well, it doesn't... basically, Rage Powder just assured if his Gyarados attacked, it attacked Amongus, and then he went down to Thunderbolt. So he ends up forfeiting right there. Nice, nice, nice. I'm also sure that Rage Powder doesn't affect Ferrothorn. Yeah, I'm so rusty, man. But Rage Powder doesn't work on... No, it's a bug type move, excuse me, so it doesn't work on Ferrothorn. Okay, it doesn't work on Mons with safety goggles. I don't know why I said Ferrothorn. My Zapdos was safety goggles, by the way. So if he had like sleep or something, I could deal with that. I don't know why I said Ferrothorn, but it does work, right? Pretty sure. This guy's team is cool. He has one of my favorite. He has 2 of my favorite Pokemon, Murkrow and Suicune. Of course, he gets destroyed by Volcanion. What is a good lead matchup? Diancie is good, but he's probably just going to lead off with Steelix plus something. I feel like Volcanion plus Diancie just dominates his team as a lead. Alternatively, Volcanion plus Amongus, but then that leaves me weaker to the Delphox. So I'm going to lead off with Volcanion plus Diancie. Basically, Volcanion brings down Steelix to sturdy, and Diancie picks it off. He does lead off with the Porygon and the Steelix. Traces my Water Absorb. I'm assuming this is like Trick Room or Semi-Trick Room. I'm going to sub up. No, I'm just going to Heat Wave and Mega Evolve and Earth Power the Steelix, as he does bring it out into Suicune. I can't obviously Steam Eruption the Porygon because it did trace my attack, but we will be able to get off a decent hit on Suicune. It's probably a Citrus Berry as well as being able to hit Porygon for a decent amount too, as he does Thunderbolt. Oh my god, and he gets a crit. That's unfortunate that he got the crit right there, and it looks like his Suicune is actually packing the leftovers. So definitely going to... I'm actually going to protect with my Volcanion. First, just to get a bit of leftovers, and then swap out my Diancie into Amongus, because Amongus can spore something unless he's running like safety goggles on his like Murkrow or Insomnia or something like that. But Snarl doesn't really affect me. I don't really care about my special attack slot. The important thing is putting everything to sleep, as he does make a nice play and Ice Beams into my Porygon slot. I think he actually had to predict my Amongus to Ice Beam there, because Thunderbolt did the exact same thing. So definitely a good play on my opponent's part. This is annoying because I need to go Age Slash here. That was a good play. That was a good play. So I'm sure that I'll get back control once I get back Zapdos in and like Kyurem like dominates him as well. I need to get rid of this Porygon though. So I think I'm gonna swap out Kyurem and swap out to Age Slash. I know I'm like swapping around, but I do need my Regenerator back on my Amongus so I can live any hit he wants to go for, and hopefully like threaten him with the Kyurem. And he activates my Weakness Posse too, so I'm not too worried about that. Yes, I am gonna be at like minus or only at +1, but this being activated is pretty sick, as I could Wide Guard to prevent the next Snarl, but I think I'm just gonna Shadow Ball and Fusion Bolt into the Suicune slot. Assuming he doesn't bring out Steelix, this will be able to pick up the KO right there, and we're able to get rid of this nasty Mon, and he gets the para with a Porygon, which I guess isn't bad if it ends up being Trick Room, but I doubt it's Trick Room because we saw all 3 attacks, and I bet it's just Recover. So we're able to get the KO on Suicune right there before it could do anything. Age Slash was faster. Does lead me to believe that it was indeed the it was indeed like a Trick Room type of team. And unfortunately my Kyurem goes down right there. I should be faster with my Age Slash versus Steelix, but I can't really protect myself versus it, so yeah, I'm going to King Shield and just Fusion Bolt into Porygon, hoping he knocks me out. He does Mega Evolve, but that doesn't matter because boosted Shadow Ball plus Heat Wave will be able to knock out Steelix anyway, and that's definitely what I'm going to be going for in the following turn with my Age Slash. So I don't mind this going down, as he's going to go for Heavy Slam, so he's even going to get that attack drop. Maybe expecting me to switch, I'm not sure. But now Volcanion can just come out and there's no way he lets me Heat Wave him. So I'm actually going to Flash Cannon into Porygon and Protect, expecting him to either switch out or Protect with that Steelix. And basically I just want to weaken Porygon to the point where I can deal with it. Yeah, I expected him to Thunderbolt into my Volcanion slot. So this is a +1 Flash Cannon coming out on the Porygon. We already know it does have Recover, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm just going to Shadow Ball into this and Steam Eruption the Conkeldurr. I expected him to recover this turn, and I doubt I couldn't knock him out because my Age Slash was slower anyway. So at least we'd be able to pick up the KO on Conkeldurr while giving Porygon the recovery. It tracing my Water Absorb is so annoying. It's ridiculously annoying. He does finally bring out the Delphox, as he should have. I can just King Shield and Thunderbolt's coming out. I definitely need this Mon still. I'm going to make the Diancie play because he can't knock me out with Thunderbolt plus any 2 attacks. Unless he's like Scarf Delphox. But I'm going to King Shield because I can't lose my Age Slash just yet. Might be a bit risky going out to Diancie right here, as he hits Hypnosis through whatever. Don't para me. And he paras me. Pokemon, man. I guess that was my fault for risking that, but because Diancie definitely outsped his team and threatened it. But I'll just Flash Cannon to Porygon. Maybe he misses a Fire move, and I can just Diamond Storm. It really sucked. My Diancie, yo, whenever I use Diancie in lives, man, it loves to get paired. The Porygon's the biggest threat, but once I put it to sleep with Amongus, which I will be able to comfortably do unless he crits me or freezes me, I can just pound it with Thunderbolts. And as long as I have Volcanion in the back, why'd he leave? Oh, hell yeah, I'm claiming victory. Why was Battle Timer not on? Huh? Where am I? Who am I? Hell yeah, I'm claiming victory. Those pairs on my Mons, my Scarf Kyurem being useless, my Delphox being useless, I definitely could have played around it. Again, guys, I am still rusty in doubles or just playing in this mindset in general, but that's part of why, you know, we're doing Road to Top 10. He does come back. No, that's good, dude. That's good. I'm glad you found your way back. Overheat's going to be able to knock me out, but he can't knock out my my Diancie unless I get full paired. So please don't get full paired, as as we are able to land the Diamond Storm on the Delphox, getting rid of it. Absolutely great. We get a double defense raise too, not that it matters at all. And what I can do is go out to Amongus because Amongus gets a sleep. And I think I'm going to just sleep Porygon. Yeah. I'm going to sleep Porygon, and I'm going to... I expect him to double attack it, and I'll just Moonblast with my... Just Moonblast on the Porygon slot. As he doesn't double attack it, so... And he also doesn't freeze me, obviously, so we will be able to get rid of the Porygon right there. Nice, nice, nice. And I can just go right out to Volcanion and click Heat Wave, and... I'm pretty sure he's just going to Earthquake right here with his Steelix, but I'll go for Rage Powder, just in case. I don't know, that doesn't make sense. I'll Protect, and I'll actually Steam Eruption right into the Steelix slot. Protect ensures that my Amongus is still awake. As we do land on Steelix, nice, you're able to connect and get rid of it. I don't know if that crit mattered. This is Steam Eruption. It could have mattered, though. But, unfortunately, Porygon is going to be able to burn off that turn of sleep, so what I'm actually going to do in the next turn is Spore the, I'll Rage Powder, actually, no. I'll Rage Powder and Heat Wave, because Rage Powder ensures that he attacks me with both his Mons. No, I've been quashed. That means I move last, but that doesn't matter with Rage Powder, as he is going to stay asleep. And what I will do is just try and Spore the Porygon, but he ends up forfeiting, so that's great. Like I said, I figured we could get out of there. Our opponent has the Volcanion as well, and he's also very weak to it, but he does have the Porygon, which I'm not letting him trace Volcanion. Last time that sucked. Absolutely sucked for us. I'm thinking he's going to lead off with something that can beat Age Slash, which is either Bisharp or Amongus. This will be a tough game. I want to lead off with my Kyurem Black just because it dominates this and this. Zapdos is very nice versus him too. Safety Goggles Zapdos is actually very nice versus him. Yeah, I very much like Zapdos. And, Zapdos plus something... I like Zapdos plus Kyurem because it beats everything as a lead, potentially. Mainly the Volcanion. So, you obviously can't Thunder Wave my, my Zapdos slot. I am just going to Thunderbolt into Porygon, and honestly just going to Ice Beam into Volcanion. I either expect him to Protect or swap out to Amongus right there. Yeah, as he does swap out to Amongus. So we are able to get off the Ice Beam on the Amongus slot. Nice. And we're able to get off a Thunderbolt. A pretty strong Thunderbolt too, as he is going to Trick Room up. I don't think that matters as much. I can just HP Ice into there and go out to my own Amongus. Basically, because of Safety Goggles, I don't care about his Amongus at all. And my two Pokemon right here are immune to Spore. So, Tri-Attack is going to hurt a bit. Ooh, and we don't even get the KO, which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Because I can just Thunderbolt into his Amongus slot and Spore the Porygon. Yeah, we do have the Safety Goggles, which he hasn't seen. He might have thought we were like... he might have thought we were the Citrus Berry set, but we're able to put Porygon to sleep, as well as the fact that Amongus in Trick Room is faster on the Trick Room than everything on his team. So I basically get off a Spore, and there is no Sleep Clause, buddy. Yeah, Fabio's going to come out, show its luscious hair, and it's going to go right to sleep, and we are just going to Thunderbolt into this Porygon slot. Away. Away. And we get a crit as well. So we can just Thunderbolt one more time into the Porygon slot and Giga Drain. Obviously, he can wake up this turn. Fabio actually gets a first turn wake too. Why Fabio? As he is going to recover. But that doesn't matter too much because we were able to get off that Thunderbolt, and I can just Roost right here as well. He can't Trick Room. I could also go for Rage Powder if I wanted to, but he's just going to recover with his Porygon, and I definitely want to put that thing to sleep. That thing is a threat. He can't kill Amongus, though. He can't kill Amongus. And if you go for Thunderbolt again into Zapdos, it's not going to be able to knock me out. He does have the Psy Shock. Interesting. Not sure what that does, but I do get my Roost right there. I'm surprised he's not Dragon Pulsing, and I can put the Ampharos to sleep again while still being faster than everything on his team. So Dragon Pulse obviously is going to do a significant amount more. But Fabio is going to go right to sleep. And I can just Thunderbolt the Porygon, and I'm going to Spore the Porygon slot just in case he wakes up and goes for a cover or anything like that, as he doesn't wake up, which ensures that I am going to be able to pretty much pick up a KO right here, as Porygon will go down. And I'm going to Rage Powder, that way I keep Zapdos alive, because Zapdos beats the majority of his team. So I will be able to get up the KO on the Porygon. Goodbye, no more Water Absorb Tracing. Fabio does wake up, gets off a Dragon Pulse on my Amongus, but I am able to tank that, and Bisharp is going to come out. And what I can do is, I think I want to Tailwind, and there's no way he doesn't protect with his Bisharp here, but I definitely want to Tailwind. I'm just going to Rage Powder too. I'm expecting him to protect with Bisharp, but he doesn't, so I guess he didn't care about the Thunderbolt. He does go for Knock, but that does break a potential Sash on him if he did have that. And I'm okay with sacking Zapdos just to get off this Tailwind. Not that I wouldn't be faster than his team anyway, but it also ensures that my Diancie is faster prior to Mega Evolution, and I can get off the KO on the Ampharos with the Moonblast, and I can just go for Heat Wave right here and just get up the KO and everything. So basically Heat Wave picks off Fabio at that range, and it also picks off the Bisharp. So nice double KO right there. We take those, and Volcanon, and this are the only Mons left. How's Earth Power, Volcanion, and I think Heat Wave. Earth Power, oh, I don't know if Heat Wave will be able to knock it out because it is spread, and it does 4 times resist, but it does get off so much on Conk, so much more than I expected. Yeah, we should still be able to get the KO. That's a single target, unfortunately, but that is Life Orb boosted, and I can just go right out into my Kyurem Black. And if he protects, it doesn't matter because I just Dragon Claw into Conkeldurr and click Heat Wave. Well, that's not the best move. Yeah, it is the best move. Unless I miss everything. I literally have to miss and he has to burn me. But I don't think that matters also. But we're going to Dragon Claw on the Conqueror to pick up the KO, and then Heat Wave does the rest. He can definitely protect with his Volcanion, which is why I don't want to attack into that slot. And I'm hoping to be able to get the KO right here with Heat Wave plus Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw should be able to knock out Conqueror close to 41%. Actually, it's probably going to do around 38%. But this is, then again, Kyurem Black. I don't know the actual spread. Yeah, 34. As we do hit both, and we are able to get that double KO right there. So Amongus put in the finest of work this game. It put in a ridiculous amount of work. As let's look for another one. Yeah, Amongus shined. It actually shined in that game. I love how what it did. And I also adjusted to the Porygon because I think I underestimated in the last game how annoying it would be to have Water Absorb. I have to face that, especially because the strongest attack I have on this team, besides like a boosted Shadow Ball, is my Steam Eruption. So these are the games that I was warned about right here. Really interesting teams. I have no idea what they would do, but Zapdos just matches up super well because it gets off the HP Ice and knocks out Landers. And Aegislash, no. Zapdos plus... I think I struggle with the Pyro lead if I lead off with Zapdos, so I'm going to lead off with Diancie plus Zapdos. Also gets that nice magic bounce going on. Done with the timer. Regigigas does come out. Yeah, so this isn't too bad because I can just Mega Evolve and Diamond Storm, and I think Tailwind as well. He can't Thunder Wave me with any of his mons. Tailwind doesn't ensure that my Diancie's faster than everything, as well as Zapdos. He can't OHKO it. Oh my god, he got Moxie. Holy crap. Alright, so I didn't know about that at all. That it has Moxie now. And that ensures that we're going to double attack the hell out of it. No, actually no. We can just afford to Diamond Storm and Thunderbolt into the Regigigas slot. We also get a potential chance to get the defense raises, which is nice. 2 chances to get it, as we do get it. And we are going to be able to knock it out because I did get a crit right there with that. Oh, he said good game. Is that it? I don't know. He can't Thunder Wave either of our mons, and I can just HP Ice into the Lantern slot and Earth Power the Klefki I'm not too worried about them. I do have 363 special attacks, so I do expect this to KO his Landorus. Sucks if it didn't, but I don't necessarily need Diancie. And even though Tailwind being out would suck, basically getting rid of Klefki, oh, it doesn't reflect, but I don't think that matters because I went for special attacks. Ooh. It definitely doesn't matter because I went for special attacks. So you're going to get off the KO on Landorus while limiting this thing to a reflect. And I'm assuming that his closer might have been Sash 2. But he is going to forfeit right there. I understand him forfeiting. I can resonate with that. I did crit his Regigigas, and that was a really cool... I haven't seen that. I didn't know that. Like, I've seen like the whole pursuit trapping combo with Yamask into slacking and spreading the mummy, which is cool. You know, that's a gimmick, but it's also super cool. But then again, I guess in the doubles ladder, we could see stuff like that. Where are we on the ladder anyway? So top 10 is 1691. We are very far. Top 500, look at all these 1500 guys. So we're nowhere near that. We're on the climb though to the we're on the climb to the 1400. And this is gonna be a tough game. Just looking at it. Definitely Diancie's the lead of choice, and I think Amongus, because Diancie plus Amongus beats everything. Basically everything that Diancie doesn't beat, Amongus beats. So I'm gonna leave with that. So Mega Sceptile, Rotom, Amongus can beat and put to sleep. And I like that. And Diancie gives me the speed as well. So he does lead off with Sceptile as well as Crocodile. And what I want to do is Mega Evolve and Protect so I can outspeed him. And I don't know if he'd be safety goggles, Crocodile. It kind of looks like it has goggles on anyway. But I have to Mega Evolve and Protect and go for the Spore onto that slot. I could see him protecting as well, but I definitely don't want to lose my Diancie for nothing. He actually protects with his Sceptile, which is great. Because I will be able to put this thing to sleep. Earthquake isn't going to hurt my Amongus too much because it is a spread move, and we are able to put him to sleep right there. And what I can do is just pick up the KO, I think, with Sceptile and on Sceptile, and just Rage Powder with my Amongus. I want to get rid of Sceptile because it's faster than my entire team. Rage Powder doesn't work on grass types. I was correct. Alright, so I was correct that Rage Powder doesn't work on grass types, and the fact that I forgot that there sucked. Yeah, that sucked. So I just threw away my DN. I knew it didn't work on grass types. I knew it. Because it's a powder move. It makes sense. Even though it's a bug type move, it's a powder move. But I can HP Ice, and I think Tailwind is actually the better play. And proceed to Giga Drain the Crocodile slot. Now, unfortunately, I lost Diancie, which is like a mon that can hard hit Quagsire, but I think Amongus can solo his team. I want to get up the Tailwind, that way just my team is faster, and I don't have to depend on Rage Powder to pretty much force him. I knew it didn't work, man. Why did I think it did? It's because it's early in the morning. I'm upset at myself. But yeah, he does protect. As I Giga Drain into the Infernape slot anyway, so that means I do break a potential I do break a potential Sash as well, and I just want to HP Ice into the Sceptile slot, and honestly just hard switch directly into my Volcanion. HP Ice will be able to knock out Sceptile, and I guess he could fake out my Zapdos slot, but there's not much I could do there. He doesn't end up faking it out with his Infernape, so we're able to get off the KO on the Sceptile, and basically Volcanion 4 times resist the incoming overheat anyway. So, and he's Life Orb as well, so a Thunderbolt's gonna hurt. I'm expecting Rotom to come out now. Goes Quagsire. You're not Water Absorb though, are you? Come on, you're not Water Absorb. It's pissing me off the fact that this Quagsire came out. You're not Water Absorb. Screw you. You're not Water Absorb. Like, I knew Thunderbolt would knock it out just based on the Giga Drain damage. You're not Water Absorb. Yeah. What just happened? My Spatak. I've been impulsed. Where are we? Anyway, I want to get off the KO on Quagsire. And I'm not too worried about this Rotom. So I'm just going to go for Steam Eruption, HP Ice in the Quagsire slot. After the special attack drop, this should still be able to knock it out. As we missed the Quagsire, so I lied. And Discharge isn't going to work because I don't get paralyzed, thankfully. But unfortunately, that is an issue. I do have Amongus, like I said, so Amongus does beat everything on his team. And honestly, there's zero reason not to hard switch directly into it. I wall everything that's out on the field. A Thunderbolt into the Rotom slot, just get off a bit of damage, as he is going to discharge anyway. Doesn't paralyze my, well, he does paralyze it right there, unfortunately. But I can afford to roost right here, and I think go for the Spore onto the Quagsire slot. Basically, I put something to sleep right here. I don't think he's Safety Goggles Thunderous, just by the way he's letting me put everything to sleep. So I kind of doubt that that's Safety Goggles Thunderous. Roost ensures that I take the next discharge really well, and also ensures I can take on Quagsire. He's probably just going to Eerie Impulse or Scald into that slot. That's fine. It doesn't burn me, thankfully, as I am fully paralyzed. Oh no. I'll just roost again. Do you think he has Earthquake on this? Is it Quagsire? I'll just put it to sleep though. Alright, so Thunderous is going to come out. So hopefully we're able to break through and get off this sleep right here. He does go for the Will-O-Wisp. Good play, expecting me to roost. I mean, I did go for it again, or I did already go for it. And I'm going to go Age Slash. Age Slash doesn't care too much about the mons that are out in the field, and I can just Spore the Rotom slot as well. I could get up a Tailwind, which I will do later after I'm able to put this mon to sleep. So, and it also hits his own Thunderous right there, which is great. Putting it in range of Shadow Ball, I love that. So, we're going to save our Amongus. Actually, no, we can just keep it in. There's no reason not to, because I can just Shadow Ball this and Giga Drain the Rotom slot. There's literally no reason not to keep it in, unless I get full paired. So, he's able to burn those turns of sleep, but it doesn't matter. After his own discharge damage, I'm going to be able to knock out his Thunderous, and also break through the paralysis right there, and get off a hell of a lot of damage on that Rotom, bring me back to almost full when I come back in on Regenerator, and he ends up forfeiting. So, that's great. Let's get another one. It's the climb, man. It's definitely the climb. So again, it's a learning experience. I forgot. I knew that Rage Powder didn't work on grass types because when I was using a Rage Powder Volcarona, I knew that I couldn't like force Ferrothorn to attack into me. Man, I hate forgetting stuff like that. Oh god, his entire team hits so hard. Like, look at these mons. Head Smash, Meteor Mash, Crunch. Stop. Damn, this is tough. Age Slash, though, is really great versus his team. I think Age Slash with Zapdos beats everything as a lead. Well, then again, I do want the Anti just to force him to Head Smash into there. So I'm going to lead off with Age Slash Crispy Dancy because they combined, they beat each other's counters. He leads off with probably the best lead matchup for me right there, too. And I can just Flash Cannon into the Tyranitar slot. I'm going to hope that this Clefable isn't like something crazy like Calm Mind, but I will go right for the Diamond Storm as well. I'm getting the potential chances of having a defense raise. He actually goes for the Dragon Dance and the Follow Me, so that's fine that I went for Diamond Storm because we do get the chances to get the defense raise, and I get neither, but Flash Cannon will be able to knock out Clefable anyway. So absolutely great turn, and Metagross is going to come out. I'm a King Shield, and I don't think I want to Earth. It's Mega Metagross, right? But I want to keep this alive because of Tyrantrum. But at the same time, I do have my Kyurem to deal with that as well. So I think I'm just going to King Shield, and he could protect with Tyranitar. I doubt he has Earthquake, especially because he has Mega Metagross. But I'm going to King Shield. I expect him just to like Meteor Mash into my DNC slot, but I'm willing to trade Tyranitar for my DNC. I think Tyranitar is the biggest threat on the field, as thankfully he doesn't get a attack raise. I'm also faster than him after Mega Evolving, so that's great. And I can go right out to Zapdos. And Zapdos is going right back in its Pokeball, bro. Because Head Smash is coming. We will go for the Flash Cannon to Tyrantrum. I won't be able to get rid of it, unfortunately. Tyrantrum should be faster, too. But I think Tailwind is important right here. I doubt he's max speed. Yeah, I think Tailwind is super important right here. So I'm going to go for the Tailwind. He also weakens his own Tyrantrum, giving me the weakness policy. So getting off the Tailwind right here would be great. As he Fire Fangs, maybe expecting me to switch. Or I don't know, maybe he Fire Fang the wrong slot. I could definitely see him Fire Fang in the wrong slot. But because Head Smash would have hit everything. Head Smash hits everything except for Aggron. Except for what? No, it hits Aggron too. So I'm going to go right for the 140. Metagross should definitely be faster. I'm over King Shield right here, and I'll just weaken the Metagross with... I'll weaken the Aggron with Thunderbolt. Sand is still up, so and he has sturdy as well. But basically, this ensures that, one, I'm already faster than Aggron anyway, and it also means that he's going to be earthquaking his own Mon anyway, and my Aegislash can take the hit. So I think that was just the best turn of play. I love how he's just attacking his own Mon right there, and he ends up forfeiting. But we're going to look for another one. On our way to 1400, it's the climb. We'll get one more, and I think after that we'll end it, because we're at about 35 minutes right now. So it's the climb, man. We started about 1270 and now we're about 1380, so we're hoping to get to 1400 before the end of this. I know Jamvat, whenever he records his Road's Top 10 and UU, which he started, if you guys haven't checked that out, you guys can go ahead and check out Jamvat's channel. Also, if you like to use a team, I will put it in a paste bin in the description, so if you like to use a team alongside me, you can. But I know when Jamvat does, like, he's like, man, we're gonna get to 1600, and you end up seeing like an hour and a half, 2-hour episode with this man just struggling. We got a real, a really real game right here. A standard team, which I'm pretty sure I have as well. So that's cool. We're definitely having a real. This guy might actually like destroy me because he knows what he's doing just based on his team choice. But that's pretty standard like stuff that he's using. Maybe AV or Scarf Landorus. Amongus matches up pretty great. No. Diancie plus Zapdos, I think, beats everything as a lead. Yes, because I can HP Ice and threaten the Landers. He can't afford to Stone it, or he can't afford to not Fake Out, which he's definitely known for, like Landers plus Ashley Cresselia. So, I'm just going to Mega Evolve and Protect. I'm assuming a Trick Room is going to come out, maybe like a Semi-Trick Room or something, but I'll HP Ice into the Landers slot. If he does live this HP Ice comfortably, we will know that he is Assault Vest, but after HP Ice, he can't live an attack from Diancie anyway, and Mega Evolving ensures that I do have the speed to outspeed Heatran, Kangaskhan, things like that. I'm assuming he's just going to U-turn out with Landers, but he might try and go for Earthquake, so I'm just going to Mega Evolve and Protect anyway, as he does Earth Power into that slot, so we will be able to pick up the KO right here, or not. So that's definitely Assault Vest. So I'll Moonblast into the Landers slot. And I think I'll just Tailwind. That's definitely Assault Vest, like he lived that. So I'll Tailwind right here, that way my entire team is faster. I don't care if he goes for the Trick Room. Well, I should care, but in theory, I went down that turn as I did. So I should be able to go out into my Aegislash now and just start dominating this guy. Brings out Kangaskhan. I don't think that matters too much. I'll just Diamond Storm, and because he could Fake Out here, but I don't think that matters again. And I can just Shadow Ball into Cresselia. I honestly expect, like, I want to Earth Power into the Cresselia slot, expecting him to bring out Heatran, but he could just Fake Out my Diancie anyway. So I don't think I don't think like that's a bad play going for Diamond Storm plus a Shadow Ball. Worst case scenario, he gets up Trick Room, and I'll be faster with my Aegislash. So, assuming he did go for Trick Room right here. Get a Spadef drop as well, as he does go for Psychic. Oh, so he didn't go for Trick Room. Okay, that's cool. As Volcanion deals with Heatran, so I'm not too worried about that, but I don't want it going down. I feel like Diamond Storm is fine. I want to weaken both of them, and I don't want to get the Sucker Punch, so I'm going to go for Diamond Storm just in case he does bring out the Heatran. It also hits Kangaskhan, and I don't want my Aegislash getting Sucker Punch. I could see him Sucker Punching right here. As he doesn't though, but we get off a chip 40% as well as get a defense raise, as he is going to Fire Blast. Oof. He might be Shukaberry Heatran, but I don't think it lives at that percentage. And just in case he did reveal the Fire Blast, so I'm actually going to go out to my Volcanion. I'm going to risk my Volcanion. Keep Aegislash alive because Aegislash does beat Thundurus. It can beat the Amongus. Not that I'm worried about Amongus. I do have Kyurem Black, but it should be a rather risk-free play. He does it the Shukaberry. Let's see if he does live. He does live at that percentage. Okay. As he's going to Fire Blast into my Volcanion slot and do 2. And Earth Power my Diancie and unfortunately get a crit. I don't think that mattered though. I should have went down that turn anyway. As I can now go out into my Kyurem Black and proceed to just go for the Dragon Claw and get my kill. So I'm going to Dragon Claw Heatran, get that kill, and then Steam Eruption into the Kangaskhan slot. No. I'm going to Dragon Claw Heatran and then swap out my Volcanion into my, he could have Low Kick though in Kangaskhan. He's Fake Out Fire Blast though. I doubt he has Low Kick. I'm going to swap out my Volcanion into my Aegislash because I don't want him going for like the return or double edge. I didn't see Fire Blast coming. Really interesting. that he has that. I guess he had Ferrothorn as well, which his team could potentially struggle with if you don't have Heatran on the field, or if Heatran goes down. If I Dragon Clawed into that Slice, he does go Cresselia anyway. I mean, that wouldn't have mattered if I went for Earth Power because of my ability. I still would have been able to hit it. But we will be able to get off a solid 2 KO on this Cresselia, which is the important part. As he Fire Blast into the Kyurem slot. Doesn't burn me, and I'll just Dragon Claw that and Flash Cannon the Kangaskhan. Getting rid of Cress is pretty big, and if he does choose to go for the Fire Blast again, he activates my weakness policy. In that case, I will be able to knock him out with the Flash Cannon. So Kangaskhan goes down. Nice. He has a 10% Heatran. I don't know why people haven't gone for Protect versus me like ever, but he brings out Thundurus and the Heatran. I'm just going to Dragon Claw into Heatran and Shadow Ball the Thundurus. I expect him to Thunder Wave and Protect. I expect him to Thunder Wave my Kyurem and Protect with his Heatran. But if I can get rid of... Oh, he doesn't even do that. Okay. But if I can get rid of Thundurus, I would have been fine, is what I was trying to say. He goes for Wild Charge, and he's going to go down into Shadow Ball, and the guy is going to end up forfeiting. As you can see, it says player 2 disconnected and has a minute. So that is going to be game. We are 1392 on the ladder. It is the climb. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Really, really interesting live and really fun team. Volcanion is super fun. I love Zapdos as well. I think Zapdos and Volcanion were like the MVPs of this live. But hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free, of course, to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing, and I will see you guys next time. By the way, because I forgot, this is going up on Friday. I am probably most likely on twitch.tv/KingNappy for the UCL draft. It is a live draft, so if you guys want to come through, twitch.tv/KingNappy. It's going to be like 5 to 6 hours, so start at 12 p.m. Eastern. This will probably be up around 4. It should probably maybe still be going on. If anything, you'll have a recap of my team anyway. But hope you guys all enjoy. Feel free, of course, to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.